Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge, the hardest working man in comics.
Brian Seymore, king of Comic Town here in Columbus, Ohio.
And we are celebrating one of the greatest holidays of all time, New Comic Book Day.
Yes.
So, I don't know what you thought I was going to say, but...
we have a ton of awesome comics for you to soak up. So
more, man, more. You can even read. It's so amazing. You don't even know, okay?
So let's jump right into it.
Let's do it. You crazy kids on your internets. All right, so for our honorable mentions, we have nothing that's the same.
Nothing the
So
same.
where do you want to start?
Oh, man. All right, there's one that you got up top that we've reviewed the first few issues, but we've taken a break from.
We did.
But we absolutely love this particular title.
Destiny New York. Pat Shan, Rosie Campy, Jim Campbell, Shannon Lee. Wait, where is it? Okay, $3.99 is the price tag for this. Pat, I gotta give you mad points on this one. Okay, so this is the 6th issue, the beginning of a new story arc, and you put in so much story. Like there's a lot to read, and I don't mean that as a criticism. It's the idea that for $4, you've got a book here that's going to take you a little bit of time to read.
Yeah.
Like, it's worth it. That's what I'm ultimately saying.
You're getting your value.
100%. Logan's back. Lilith is back. So many things are happening in reference to the previous arc and the revelations therein. Perhaps the school is not on the up and up like they're supposed to be. Ooh, big things happening. And this is setting up that new story arc. So I can't wait to get back into this entire series. It's really good. I did miss you guys. I'm not going to lie. And you came back with it. Like, didn't miss a beat. It was fantastic.
And if you missed the early stuff, pick up the trades.
Yes.
The trade's out. I think there's a Spanish language edition coming out here pretty soon.
We got referenced.
Yeah, that was weird. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, definitely.
For remembering.
Yeah.
So,
we were all for that.
Very, very good.
Yeah, super dope. Which I want the Willy Wonderland.
Okay, all right.
Please.
So, Willy's Wonderland is probably one of the 2 or 3 greatest Nicolas Cage movies of all time. The dialogue that he has...
I haven't seen it. I'm sorry. That's my fault. My fault.
So, Willy's Wonderland, #1 from American Mythology Comics. This is the prequel. All right, so the premise behind Willy's Wonderland is it's basically a nightmare hell realm version of Chuck E. Cheese.
That's redundant.
Yeah. All the animatronics are actually killers. Like, they're still mechanical.
So, Five Nights at Freddy's just turned all the way up? Is that what we're going for here?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And in the movie, it's Nicolas Cage. He's in there trapped overnight and ends up... It's when he curb stomps the gorilla thing into the toilet. All right, but that's either here or there.
I need to see what streaming service this is on, because I'm going to need to watch this tonight.
It's awesome. Okay. So this is the prequel, though, that gives us the backstory of how these various animatronics became killing machines and how the killing machines became okay to have with people around.
That's not okay.
Really, really good.
There's nothing okay about that.
Oh, yeah, it is.
You can watch it on Hulu with a premium subscription. Okay.
Yeah,
it's what my night's looking like.
I'm trying to remember, because I watched it with Brennan again last night, and I'm trying to remember what we had on, but it's awesome. Check it out. And yeah, this is the backstory of how each of the animatronic things became the monster that they are.
I love it. I love it.
Whereas the movie is funny,
right?
This one's a little bit more serious, but also very, very good.
Okay. Wait. On the back of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to definitely be reading that.
Yeah.
Fright Night?
Mm-hmm.
I love Fright Night as a series.
It's awesome.
Like, Jerry Dandridge is my cousin. That's what I told him when I met him.
It works.
You randomly go up to, like, Chris randomly, like, so we're related? And he's like, and I was like, yeah, I'm Victor Dandridge. You're my cousin Jerry. And he's like, oh, the movie. Okay, I get it. You're funny. I don't think you'd ever heard that before.
No.
See, cuz. So I had to represent Wonder Woman on her 80th. This is a big, thick boy here. It's $10 for this one. So you're going to pay for some action. Highlights for me, I had to give some love to the first story, In Memoriam by Michael Conrad and Becky Cloonan. They both wrote this one. Jim Chung as an artist, so super dope. And I also got to give some love to Dated. Oh my God. Tom King, right? Evan Shanner on art. It's a date between Superman and Wonder Woman.
Really?
As put on by Lois Lane, because this is at a time period where Lois doesn't know
Oh.
And she's hooking up Clark with the boutique store owner that she shops at.
Which would have...
Yep. And hilarity ensues. It's fantastic. Those two just stood out to me. But this one, I mean, it's a hallmark, right? 80 years of Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
What a glorious thing.
Crazy.
Can you think of a more iconic superhero? I'm not even saying like female superhero. She supersedes that. Just literally more iconic? No. Like, you're lying. I don't care if there's an S or a bat. You're lying. It's her. Okay? The dub up for dub. Come on.
Generations.
The winner.
Generations of people love her.
Exactly.
All right. From the sick minds that bring you the last podcast on the left. Soul Plumber number 1. All right. So Ben and Kissel and... Oh, my God. It's just... All right. So we got... The concept is by Marcus, Henry, and Ben... If you don't listen to the podcast, sorry, it's Marcus Parks, Henry Zabrowski, and Ben Kissel came up with the concept. It was written by Marcus and Henry. So this story is as irreverent as the podcast is, and it pokes fun at many, many things. The basic premise is this dude ends up trying to become an exorcist after not being able to pay for his lessons at like a self-help clinic.
Oh, wow.
And so, yeah, it is him and a couple of his buddies are going to be exorcists.
Is that explained?
Not yet.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's like, yeah, it's just absolute hilarity. The way they draw the demons out. There's a certain character that's referenced. If they're actually on YouTube, I need to find them and watch them.
What?
It's hysterical. There's the homeless crazy schizophrenic dude. Yeah, no, it's just absolutely hysterical. It's like if Ghostbusters and Scumbag had a baby, this would be the comic.
I love that.
Yeah, it's great. 6-issue miniseries, hard to go wrong.
Might have to pick that up myself. Continuing on with Defenders number 3. This book is borderline getting smarter than I am. Okay, I'm just put it where it is. Got to keep it 100 because it's so much easier to just be honest about these things and just live my life. Okay, so wait, where's the credits page? They always hide the credits. Why do they do this to me? Who's working on this? Okay, Al Ewing and Javier Rodriguez are the storytellers. Again, 2 brains bigger than mine. It's getting there. It's fantastic. Okay, so in this one we're in the 5th age, right? So retroactively going back because the normal Marvel universe is the 7th age. They've gone back to what is the age of magic, where magic is everything, science is nothing. Science doesn't even exist. That's a thing. And we luck into a big win for the Defenders. I won't tell you how, but things got really dark, but they got real lucky with some of just the essences of who they are. So this was a really fun read. Visually fantastic. Rodriguez is dope, like beyond dope. And Al Ewing, I just want to drink after you and see if I just glean some of that. Like,
yeah. Do
you celebrate Jump Hump Day, Al? Like, you need a jumper? Like, I'll be your jumper. I got you.
He's really good.
Yeah. I'll write stuff while jumping because I can multitask. You see?
So creepy, like someone dictating, like into like the voice memory. Like, okay, this is what we need.
This is what we're gonna do. This is how we're doing it. This is how we do.
Add that to the soundtrack.
That's so.
Without knowing what we were talking about in the conversation, you're just probably like, what the heck is wrong?
What are they talking about? Sorry. For our live show, you guys will get to find out.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Righteous Thirst for Vengeance, the new book by Rick Remender. All right. Art created by Rick Remender and Andre Lima Arujo. Cover A, cover B, cover C, incentive variants, retailer exclusive, whatever. All right. All that's irrelevant. The awesomeness is the story inside. The art is just
clean, man.
It is unbelievably clean. It evokes... It takes place in Vancouver, Canada. But what's weird is, like, it looks like it takes place there. There's just something about the way it's drawn.
Right.
And it's a story about this dude who's just trying to get from one place to another in a rainstorm. He's trying to ride the bus, and life just does not go his way.
Wow.
And as I'm reading it, I'm trying to figure out like why is this book called A Righteous Thirst for Vengeance? I don't see any vengeance. I don't see anything yet. And it is this 100 bullets-ish crime kind of vibe where this guy ends up going to the wrong house at the wrong time.
Ooh.
Yeah. And...
oh, that's not even fair.
Right? And that's where I'm like, oh, okay. So it's like this really cool story of this person getting caught in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's if you're a fan of crime noir, if you're a fan of like those kind of stories where it's not necessarily like an anti-hero,
right?
But it's just some dude who gets caught up in the wrong stuff at the wrong time. And the colors are amazing, the art's amazing. Yeah, just overall, it's Rick Remender.
Remender is one of those guys that can take something as ridiculous as this guy is just trying to ride a bus and do this thing and turn it.
Yeah,
freaking genius.
Yeah,
man. I want to be Rick Remender when I grow up.
Wouldn't suck.
I'm not older than Rick Remender, am I?
I don't know.
I hope not.
Yeah, I don't know.
It would still be true, but whatever. All right, where do you want to go? Because we have all three the same here. Where do you want to start?
Oh, that's tough. Because they're
2 AfterShocks, 1 Marvel.
I almost want to go just segueing from
that
kind of thing to that
kind
of thing.
Do it. It works for me. Is there a better cover than this week?
No.
I have to agree.
No.
Like, this cover is just eye-catching for no good reason other than it is. Chicken Devil #1. Brian Buccello, or Buccellato. Is that how you say that?
I think.
I hope so. Buccellato. Hayden Sherman. Hassan Astamine. I never get the last part right. El-Aliu?
I think.
El-Aliu? I hope I'm saying that right. You know what? If not, teach me. Teach me how to say this correctly, because I want to, because you're so very talented that you deserve to have your name spoken with, like, absolute reverence.
As a retailer, I just want to point something out real quick. I love that they actually have the incentive and the store variant.
That is super
cover
dope.
Artists listed.
That is super dope.
Which is... it never happens. Like, no publisher ever is like, oh, yeah, this person did this variant, this person... and it's all laid out here. So
that you know.
Kudos.
So that you know. Okay. So this story, again, starting off without the kickoff, right?
Yeah.
It's character driven. So the whole idea here is that you're getting introduced to people, and I love the fourth wallness of the way that we're introduced with like almost notes to the reader to know where we are. So freaking cool. This guy, wrong partner, wrong time.
Yeah.
Like,
because it's these two dudes that own a chain of hot chicken restaurants, chicken Devil restaurant, and the one guy seems to be maybe not a good husband, maybe not a good father,
right?
But not a bad guy.
No.
And his partner, though,
in the chicken spot,
in the chicken spot,
is doing something.
Yeah,
is doing something very specific. He ain't got no business doing.
Yeah, because he's inept at it.
Yeah. He's definitely... This is... Okay, so these guys, and they make the reference of it too, which makes it super funny. If you're a fan of Breaking Bad, read this. Because that's what you are sticking your toe into, which is some greatness. There's drugs, there's,
the mob, Russian mafia,
definitely.
Looks like.
There's murder, there's mayhem, there's some accidental shootings. That was funny.
Well, he's trapped now. Like, that's,
what do you
that is
do?
his life.
You're in there. We literally see a guy's entire life unravel.
Yeah.
And I feel so shamed when I say this. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Because you can see his world crumbling, and instead of just completely falling to crap, it's like forming a crappier version of his life where he's... God, he's only got revenge at this point.
But does he have it? Like, does he have it? Like, that's the question.
I don't know if he's got it in him.
Right.
But then again, I don't know if he has a choice anymore.
I mean, he doesn't have a choice, but listen.
the mascot mask makes that scene so perfect.
It's so much better. The thing is, a mother knows, right? Yeah. And she told him, like, hey. I want to know her backstory,
right?
More,
because Mom, I just want to talk to you in prison.
And it's like, she's like, hey, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Like, you know they're recording here.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what are you doing? What are you... Really? Like, you think I won't you? Like, please, no, I will. Is there a character that you really didn't like in this?
Oh, his partner. Like, and not because he's a poorly constructed character.
No, he's just a...
Yeah, he has started a chain of events.
Yeah.
Where like it sucks to be him a little bit,
right?
Like,
nah, but he's that cockroach that survives.
Yeah, he's the lightning rod.
Exactly.
All of the bad stuff is happening, and he has no like. He just showed up to work one day
and was like, "Wait, what's going on?
What is happening?
What's happening? Wait, what?"
Yeah, it's so freaking good. It's Hayden's art is amazing. It's
brilliant,
really
absolutely brilliant. There's like, you are already a solid storyteller, but there's so much growth in this that not only are you good at it, you're having fun. And we can see it.
Yeah.
And that's the type of thing that makes reading your work so great. And you working with B, like, that's like, you guys are working together and it's creating something magical.
Yeah.
That people are going to talk about this book for a long time.
It'd be a great first episode of a television series.
I do believe they have that deal, right? So if this isn't one of those shows on the table,
make it so.
Right. Like, why not?
Yeah.
Like, come on. Do you want to stay in the crimey space, or do you want to go a little bit...
Let's end with that one.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Almost American. Ron Mars, Marco Castillo, created by Jan Newman? I'm going to guess Jan.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Jan. Okay. So, first issue, we are introduced to this Russian couple that are also spies.
Still, I don't trust them.
Come on, man. You can't be that way.
I can.
Nah, come on. Look at the face. Look at the face.
It's a good face.
It is very good face. So they have defected. Why? Because the husband was caught
being really, really good at his job.
Yeah. And almost too good at his job. And the only response is, at this point, you should die. And he's like, you know what? Option C, we will, or maybe option D for defect. And that's what they're going to do. So here we see that they've been acquired by the Americans.
Yeah.
Two separate agencies. Obviously, that's going to work out well.
Yeah, it's going to be real smooth.
Yeah, because teamwork, that's what they're all about. The alphabet crew. There is a moment in here that I think is the sweetest, most genuine thing ever. And I understand why you don't trust them. Yes.
Yeah.
100%. Like, I believe that she feels that way about it.
Yeah.
And I think you're absolutely right to not trust them. As much as it pains me to say so, because I like them too.
Because they really, in this particular issue, they come across as like their defenses are coming down.
Right.
They're more likable. They're like, okay, yeah, they're two real people who got in over their heads.
Right.
They have informational assets that will make it possible for them to move to the U.S. and whatnot. I don't know, man. I still just don't. I don't trust the CIA in this. I don't trust the FBI.
You don't trust anybody.
No, the only people I trust is that dude.
Definitely trust him. There is so like he makes a declaration, and I feel like that is as close to a promise as possible.
Yeah.
Right. With the finality of tone and everything, I just believe him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to get in the way
No.
of his efforts.
No.
I feel like if you do, you've seen your last sunrise.
Yeah.
Without question. You've definitely seen the last one. And this is supposed to be based on a real story?
I think.
Like, that's what it said in the first one. So I'm still like...
I don't trust that either. There's nothing to trust.
Because this is snitching, okay? You're self-snitching. I don't even understand. Yeah. This is fun.
It's real life spy stuff. It's like with James Bond, there's always the gadgets and different stuff. But this is like nitty gritty. Like it's probably happening right now.
Exactly. This is what happened to Facebook yesterday.
It's down for 6 hours, Wall.
Can't account for the 6 hours, can you? Why? Because Facebook was on a secret mission. Because Facebook is a person. Okay.
It and Ask Jeeves went on some wet work.
So Ash uses Facebook's.
Oh yeah,
it's Alfred. That's what he. You know what? I like that. I like that. And what were they trying to get? They're trying to topple the international organization Google.
Get him.
It just writes itself. All right, so we're ending this week with Dark Ages #2. Tom Taylor, you monster. I've been Corello. I am so nervous for where this is about to go.
Right?
Like,
because like the first issue, Tom Taylor, Injustice, deceased.
Yeah.
In the first issue, he gives us the deceased treatment for Marvel.
Yep.
There is this monstrously powerful entity that was living inside the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
It woke up, went crazy, and the only way they could stop it basically creates this consistent EMP pulse, so that power doesn't exist anymore, or electricity. You can't.
None of that.
And in this issue, he starts us off with the sense of hope,
like the reclamation
that just
of society, man. Like, why would
without electricity you can focus on teamwork and having everybody work together and using their own God-given skills and talents and powers to make everybody's lives better.
Yeah, to reunite the world. The idea that the capital is where it is makes sense to me. Like, totally. The way that they reached out amongst everyone to try to, commingle and figure stuff out makes sense.
Yeah.
And then he had to Tom Taylor us, man.
Yeah. Because there's that really cool nod to that.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. You read Cap. And
you get it. Just a couple pages later, all hope just drains out your body. And you realize how bad of a world this is. However, okay, there is a thing here that is revealed that makes me feel so much better because I feared that without any sense of coercion or anything, I was like, why are you helping?
And then
that made me feel so much better.
I was like, okay.
So much.
Which I don't know if that makes it worse.
It definitely is worse, but it makes me feel better.
Because how did they get recruited?
And who, does it not work on the recruiter? Like, have you tried it? And he's like, what are you doing? Stop that. If I didn't need you, I would eat you right now. Like,
damn it.
Stop it. I would say that I haven't seen a use of one's natural powers like this since,
like, my heart broke.
It was terrible. JLA of the Morrison run, like issue 5.
Yeah, it was at the it wasn't Flash. It was
Electric Blue Superman. Yeah. If that's a hint, like, if you glean what I'm talking about from that, okay, good job. But this is messed up.
Yeah,
like,
it's so hopeful. It's funny. It's heartwarming. You're like, oh my gosh, why would the apocalypse have to be bad? Why couldn't that be a chance, a clean slate
to start all over, make things right? I mean, like, I believe everyone.
Yeah, and you get to see really, really cool interactions of, like, families like the Parkers. You see the strength of the group of people: Shuri, Lanella, Valeria, T'Challa.
What a squad!
Yeah, I mean, you look at that, and
that's a brain trust. Like, for real.
Why has that brain trust never been put together before in Marvel? Like, I can see a couple of the characters just.
What couldn't they solve?
Right?
Like, what couldn't they solve? Like, Earth would then be like, everyone's like, hey, I'm going to Earth.
Yeah.
Man. Like, you see what those guys did?
Give me a Midnight Suns ongoing series with that team.
Yes, please. Yes, please. All things in the night die.
Right?
All of it. Right? Like, there's... it's so magical. I almost feel bad for the monsters.
I kind of did too.
Y'all are so out of your depth. Y'all don't even know what you're doing right now.
Like,
what are you... Who hurt you?
You're trying to stop a weed whacker with your nipple.
Man!
Just don't.
Like, it's just not going to work.
It's not.
It's going to be sensitive. It's very tender. That was amazing.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Continues to be so good. And if you haven't read Deceased,
then you don't even understand what's about to happen to you.
Yeah.
the way that Tom will purposefully pump you up, make you feel good. And you're like, oh, this ain't so. Why? Because that's what he's good at.
Yeah,
that's what he's good at.
And he excelled in that issue. And the art is
just
Coelho just
I'm in love with that Captain America. It made me feel feelings.
Right? That design
made me feel feelings. I had like dirty Chris Evans, like, and I was like, shoot my shot.
It's not going to not say it's on my Bowie list, but
right? Like, who's gonna make fun of you for that? You like,
no, that's cool.
Yeah.
How was it?
Right? You know, it's like, wait, you?
Yeah.
Good job. Okay, so obviously we read some good books. We hope that you've read some good books. Let us know in the comments below what amazingness you read. Yep. If it's some of the same ones, let us know what you thought about it. If you didn't like them, tell us why, because we want to know. Obviously, we want that thumbs up because we hope that you liked this episode. But if you didn't and you want to hit us a thumb down, tell us why that too, because we get better every time you communicate. So, yes.
And every week we give this to you.
That's right.
Hit the subscribe button and the bell to let you know when we drop it. It's usually Wednesdays.
That's it. Yeah. That's it.
Super simple.
It's free, yo. We're giving you this goodness for free. All we're asking is a sub. Not from Subway. Although that would be kind of good right now.
Wouldn't be bad.
Hungry.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to go get some meat? All right. We'll go.
Toodles.
See you guys.
Eat fresh. Eat fresh.